Oh, we'll just go with this right now. Hi, everybody. It's Tuesday. That's right. Oh my gosh. How's everybody doing today? I hope my mic sounds okay. Oh. Okay. Let me get some jammies in, and we can get on to chatting. I'm just gonna finish compiling all of the photos I took for the Offkai trip while we chat just a wee little bit, and we'll just hang. Like, sounds good. Okay. Are you home and safe and sound for now? Because I gotta go to AX literally not too long from now. And then Anime Matsuri. If I sound a little lower restrained than usual, I have been talking all weekend, so I hope you guys don't mind my voice being a little crispy. I don't know how is that? I guess fried in a sense. Is that an AdiAstraya? I don't know. That's a real good question. Can you keep that in the, can you message me privately about that, please? Thank you. But yes, I will do so. Here is not an appropriate place to ask that. Sorry, I'm trying to organize everything as I go because I'm pee-pee brained. Let me see. I'm trying to make sure all of the redeems are also okay because I know they should be, but you never know. Just trying to make sure everything is running okay. Okay, I have throw redeems working now because it is up. So, oops. There you go. That should be good on that matter. All right, I think everything seems to be in order. I don't know, the head pads are gonna work. I'm a little hesitant on that one, so we'll put that away. It's been a hot minute. Did you rush stream? What do you mean rush stream? No, it was just I just had to make sure I had to organize some photos to make sure it was it's all okay. I was wondering what mic use. I'm thinking of getting, or are you getting a mic for yourself as well? Hope your throat gets better relatively soon. No, it's fine. No, I've just been talking a lot all weekend. I know quite a bit of people I met at Offkai. They all seem to have got some con funk or some con sickies. I took some preemptives because I knew I was going to be talking to a lot of people this weekend since I wasn't tabling. So I took antibiotics throughout the weekend to make sure I was less likely to get sick. So honestly, honestly, all I did was I made sure I had sleep, first of all. I took antibiotics, and I think honestly the only, I guess, negative buffs I've gotten was probably really sore legs and feet and a sore throat. It's just strange. I don't there's no congestion, no nothing. Oh my gosh, it must be so drowsy. Oh, because of the antibiotics? I mean, it was Dayquil. It was mostly Dayquil and antibiotic pills. I wasn't really sleepy, nor did I really have much caffeine either. So people got the Veed. Oh, shit. I've had COVID before. It's definitely not it, or at least I'm gonna wait a couple of days before anything develops. And as of right now, Gucci, we're good. Seems okay. So let me hold on. I wanna make sure I wake up everybody. I see Darkfire, Dean. Let's see. Oh, and there's Xane. So Rito, Nina, Zhuang, Zimugen, and Miso and Schleffy. Thank you so much for coming in so early for today's stream. I really do appreciate it. And all of our lurkers, I see you. I see your names. Stay vigilant. Yeah, no, I there were some times I actually did walk with a mask. I do have some really nice quality masks on me in case I really did need it. But aside from that, it was being chillin', big fun. Hope the confunk goes away soon. Oh, thank you, Taco. I don't think I got much funk or any gunk or funk or gunk. I will say, I have heard that people We're oh yeah, by the way, let me just mark this complete because I I forgot. We completed the ring fit challenge. So it's now completed. What was I gonna say? Right. People were claiming that AFFKAI, the stink of AFFKAI, was actually worse than Anime Expo. And as someone who has been going to Anime Expo every year since 2005, that is a very bold claim. So I have no idea why. Okay. I think like if I were to go off of that, maybe on certain individuals, but not as a con and whole. No, AFFKAI's got. I think maybe on certain times of AFFKAI, because I heard people when people were getting their badge pickup on the first day or like day 0, I think. So like on Thursday, people were saying like it was already starting to get a flunk or something while people were online to get badges. Oh my gosh, Ruby, hi, welcome to the stream today. I'm so sorry if my voice sounds strained. I just flew back from AFFKAI yesterday and my voice is a little strained, but I'm not sick. We're all good. My voice just needs to recover. We're just doing a nice little recap on my trip to AFFKAI. I hope you had a lovely stream. What were you doing, honey? I believe we met at the AFFKAI after party, if I recall. It was so lovely meeting you. Yeah, the Oshi Bar after party. Yes. I think the convention was cold and I barely smelled anything. Yeah, that's what I thought too. You sound lovely, no straight. Oh, I'm so glad. No, I don't think I sound I don't think I sound particularly sick. I think I just sound an octave lower than usual. Yeah, I've noticed that when I was talking since Sunday, yeah, my voice is definitely speaking in a lower octave, like in this range, since Sunday. What were you drawing, Ruby? Is it Ruby or Ruby? I don't want to mispronounce your name, dear. Did you fall in love? I'm not gonna lie. There was a lot of really, I was like, oh my gosh, look at all these YouTubers. I got to press boobies on a couple of VTuber cutouts. It was great. Having a grand old time. But yeah, oh my gosh. I wish I was able to take more pictures, but I don't know. I tried to take as much as I could that was like okay to do so, because you know how like it is. It's literally a VTuber con, and I wanted to respect everyone's boundaries. So I mostly just took like selfies of myself and like stuff of like locations and foods and whatnot. So I hope you guys are okay with that, and I could just like give a little story time around said like photos, because again like because it's such a heavily VTuber orientated event. I'm just trying to be very mindful of when I took photos. You know how it is, chat. Let's do in comms. It's Ruby, but you could call me whatever. No, I want to make sure I call you right. Ruby, got it. Okay. You were doing comms. Ooh. Do you have a possible art tag that I may have you can place into chat? If not, that's totally fine. Because I love me looking at some art. Let me see. Let me make it so that I can. You can put links and give me one moment here. I'm just a pee-pee brain. I swear I didn't rush setting up. I swear. Okay, you should be able to put links in, so feel free to put in any art text you would like to place in from your stream. Some people called you nut rubber? Where? Wait, when was this? Was this during AFFKAI? And why? Oh, no. Please, no rush. Just no baby braid. Honestly, there was just so much going on. Oh, okay. Wait, but why? Okay. But why not rubber? Is it because it sounds like rubby? Is that why? By the way, if you hear me sip, I'm currently drinking a strawberry lemonade kombucha because I like those prebiotics. No, probiotics, not prebiotics. Yum yum. You know, I actually during my time at AFKAI, I actually had a mouth spray to keep my at least like when I'm aware of it. I do have like a breath spray that had prebiotics in it, and it was peach flavored. Abuelito. Why abuelito? What's the difference? You call me the same thing, but in another language. It's the same difference. It's okay. To be fair, Ruby, I get called grandma here. I'm just an old lady. Shockingly, my legs have already recovered from the weekend. I took a nice hot bath as soon as I flew back. So I definitely needed that. Old lady? Yeah, old lady. People call me old. Thank you, Lucius. It was a lot of socializing, but I had a very great time. It was just really fun to be able to talk to a lot of mutuals, and I also got to meet a lot of new people as well. No, I'd rather you just call me auntie. I'm not that old. Don't be mad at me. I might have screwed up my sleep. Fallen, how bad are we talking about here? Huh? Alright, I think I have my photos put together, but I'm crossing fingers. Okay, hold on. I'm gonna cross my fingers here. Also, let me know if the music in comparison is okay on your guys' end. I always have like a certain percentage, but I know certain like music could be like quiet or loud compared to my voice, so just let me know. I don't mind being called auntie. I'm okay with that, 100%. Alright, let me switch on over here. Oh, I forgot to reset my daily. Oh, well, whatever. I think I got some followers while I was gone. Yay! Action happened offline chat. Whoa! Is that a bit loud? Am I whispering close to the mic? That sounds suspicious. I think you just want some soft ASMR. You got your heart, Yubi! Alright, let's see. I'm gonna rub my hands like a fly. Alright, let me see if I can get this capture in so I can show it to the class here. Let's work on mostly distracted by my TV show. TV show? What show? I'm gonna probably sleep during story time. Those slides were no joke. Oh my gosh. Yes, please go. I mean, I know you also went to AFKAI too, so yeah, please go get yours if you just arrived. What was your favorite pic you took for someone took of me? You know, that is a good question. I guess the Oshi Bar after party. I took some photos from it, but I had to be very peculiar. I have to be careful with our angles because certain performers were on their live, and so I took it from like kind of like from the backstage / side stage since I had clearance for it. Alright, let me see if I can get this capture in. Where is it? Where are you? We must find it. Oh my gosh. Oh, here it is. Okay, I'm gonna do that. And then do this. And then, there you go. So this is the whip that Ruby made on her stream. Look how cute it is. This is also her ad if y'all want to follow her. She was such a sweetheart. I got to talk to her during the AFKAI Summerfield. No, I'm sorry, the Oshi Bar Summerfields party at AFKAI. Did you get a drink? I did. I have a strawberry lemonade kombucha. Criminal Minds trauma. Oh, you know what? Speaking in that department, I am a sucker for some good Law and Order SVU. Dying every when there's a 5 Blue Street. Wait, a Vanguard? Let me make sure. But yeah, look at the style on this. I love the color. I'm such a sucker for nice colors that pop like right here on the socks. So nice, so cute. Is this for like another VTuber? I wonder. Well, I guess we'll have to see and find out. Why rest in peace, Mug? What happened? This music sounds familiar. It's actually a shitty pop remix of Pokemon Silver and Gold music, if that helps. You gotta spill the deeds for your Oshi bar gig. From one to see like a ball and half a fun. Yeah, I'll definitely talk more about it. I'm caught up though. I need to actually like just marathon watching it. I wonder if there's a way that we can watch it together, Jack. Cause like I'm a sucker for it. Glad you're home safe. Yeah, it was actually a pretty chill flight. Like, cause it was like a super short flight. So, I think like honestly the worst thing is when I was going to OFFKAI, it was a morning flight, and I'm just not a fan of morning flights. But I had to get it in the morning for planning, like for scheduling reasons. Cover, which is why there's no face. Ah, okay, makes sense. Hi, Kat. Welcome to the stream. Makes so much sense. It's been a while with both hard gold. So it's actually Pokemon 2nd Gen is my favorite gen. That's my favorite generation. I do like 5th Gen though. 5th Gen is like my second, and then 3rd Gen is the third. But 2nd Gen is like number 1 in my heart. Your gen is booty dog. Oh wow, I'm so sorry. I'm 1 gen off. Yeah, I know it's really ironic, Kat. I say that even though my favorite Pokemon is in 3rd Gen. My favorite Pokemon is in 3rd Gen, but just like the overall experience, I just loved 2nd Gen. Oh, you had Soul Silver? Oh, Soul Silver and Heart Gold, so like with the Pokewalkers? Oh yeah, those were fun. I loved using the Pokewalkers, especially because like when I had them at the time, I was in competitive golfing. So I always capped by my steps in my Pokewalker per day because I walked so much because of golfing. It's like a 2-for-1 for 2nd Gen, to be fair, because you literally get to refight gyms from Gen 1. I think that was like one of the fun things. And I also love the national park. I'm gonna go cool off. Take a really cool. Oh my gosh, yes, I do that as well. I take nice hot baths to like clean off like any gunk I get while streaming. IRL 1v1 golf money match? Oh brother, what par course are we working with? I don't do handicaps, so don't worry about that. Just let me know what kind of a par course. I don't mind like either a putt-putt or a 3-par just to make it quick. Yes, ma'am. A long time ago, I lost my copy of Soul Silver and I only started me collecting DS games. Oh, okay. You give me 10 strokes. Sheesh! How generous. Alright, let me see if I can get this capture going for the slideshow here. Let's see. There you go. That away, do that. Okay. Then, I'm gonna do this. I'm just gonna readjust it. It's just a nice, basic, nice little Google slideshow. There you go. Or like a Windows slide. There you go. Perfect. Thank you for the hydrate. Yeah, we got a whole slideshow. Remember I love specifically Soul Silver in both Spectrum to copy of Lego Battles. Speaking of lost games, I'm not proud to say this, but I literally lost like I think like a good $200 to $300 worth of Game Boy Advance games at Disneyland when I was a kid. I'm not proud of that. Basically, I would always have like this little bag It was like this little see-through Pochaco bag I would have, and it had my GBA games in it, and I would use it so I can like play games while I was waiting in line in Disneyland. And I don't know what happened, but like towards the end of the night, I just don't know what happened, and I by the time we left the park, I was like, oh my gosh, I don't feel I don't see my bag. I had my Game Boy Advance SP in my jacket pocket at the time, so it was safe. But the games were like, wait, I don't feel my purse. Where's my purse? And there was like 2 places I had in mind when I lost it at Disneyland. It was either I lost it at Thunder Mountain or I lost it at the magic shop. There was like this magic trick store. I don't know if it's still there nowadays, but back in the day, there was like this magic trick shop. And so I never got it back. I filed for lost and found, and it was never claimed. I'm pretty sure whoever saw it, they were like, oh my god, it's all GBA games. Yoink, it's mine. And it was like 15 minutes when I realized it was gone. So someone swiped it immediately. But it basically had like, I think my only game Contra survivor was my Pokemon Emerald. So I still have my Pokemon Emerald. I think it was one of my few surviving GBAs from that era. But I was so upset because while I was in line, I was actually playing Final Fantasy Tactics Advance, like my original copy, and I was literally at like the final map to beating the game. And I was mid-saved on the battle too. So I was so pissed losing the game. I'll never know until I beat it again. But I grinded for hours on that game. I just managed that I lost 8 games in total. So those are like the ones I remember. I just know it ranges from at least $200, $300. I don't know how many games were that. Because I know like back in the day, GBA games were like $30. Yeah. Usually Game Boy Advance games at that time were they're like $30 average. So that sucked. It was like almost 10 games, give or take, I guess. Because this is a piece of Addie. Laura enjoys that all your photo technician Addie's have her nails on fleek. Oh, yeah. I was actually figuring out like what nails I would wear for Offkai. And I was really, really tempted on actually wearing the Gloomy Bear nails that Ugin contributed to Throne. But I was so scared of them falling or popping off anytime during the trip, because with this set of nails that I had, these are press-on nails, and I brought my actual like my full kit that had backup nails, so that way if any of them fell throughout the trip, I could easily replace them and replace and repair basically. But the Gloomy Bear ones, that's it. You just get that. You just get those 10 nails and you're that's it. There are no backups. So I was super scared. I treated it with too much care. I didn't want them to be misplaced during the trip at all. But shockingly, these nails lasted throughout the trip. Not a single budge. I was genuinely impressed. These are probably going to be my go-to pairs. Oh, so many GBA games. Oh, no, not you too, Mugen. The only thing that sucks about OD games is because you'll lose it for the result because you're a kid and you're not keeping track of it. Yeah, basically. Yeah. Like, you're hitting the deep nostalgia zone of those. I'm trying to remember, like, I also had, like, Ham Heartbreak, Ham games. Trying to remember what games I had. I even had, like, a Naruto GBA game. A Digimon game. Shoot, what else did I have? I'm trying to remember. Devilish Milk! Oh, posture check. Okay, I will. Thank you. I also saw, can we have a shout out for Devilish Milk, please? I had the opportunity to see her cosplaying as her own VTuber model at Offkai. It was so great meeting you, and you look so pretty in your cosplay, by the way. You're so stinking cute. Yowie fingers? What? What? Because are you saying I got long fingers? I got big hands? What are you trying to say? Missing kid, whatever reason, always make sure to keep track of my games. I mean, like, after the GBA fiasco, that actually, like, kind of, like, that matured the fuck out of me, and I was like, okay, no, I've got to log in and watch everything. So, all my DS games and anything newer than that, it's all safe. It's got their boxes in it. I still have all their boxes and everything. That's how on top of it I was. But anything older than that, yeah, that was they're with Jesus. They're off somewhere with God. I don't know at this point. It was so nice meeting you too. Oh my gosh, when you saw me, Devilish, I was crashing out. Oh my god, okay, I forgot to even add that photo into the slideshow. Shoot, now that you remind me, I had an Anka cosplay I wore on Saturday. I crashed out of the hotel room because I was having cosplay malfunctions. But I'm just stinking. No, you're not. You shush you. Why are you scared? Okay, to be fair, my middle finger, fun fact, my middle finger is naturally bent that way. Just because of the sheer pressure I put against it while I draw every day, or give or take every day. So it just has like a really fat thumb pad, and it's just curved over the years. But yeah, this was me at the flight. I just thought it was like a really nice pink color. And I was like, dang, this is some nice vibes. I like it. But what do you mean? Silence like what those fingers would do to it. What do you mean? What do you mean? That's a wild statement. I would say my hands are small. I have small hands. This is what I saw when I was at the airport. I don't know who these guys are. They're silly little guys. They even had like little arms and little antennas. I think they were really silly. Those person's legit so good in every setting. I like the fact that they had like these nice magnetic glitter on it, so it's got like a really nice. It's like a French press, but with extra steps. That looks warm. Look like socks pug, but they do. I don't know. They just have like a whole entire like little sock store. There was like a sock store at the San Jose airport, and they just have these little funny guys, little silly guys at one of the kiosks, and I thought it was super cute. Yeah, like there was like a whole sock stack for it. See. It was a self-service kiosk, but I just saw that. I'm like, wow, look at all these silly little guys. I just think they're funny. Kind of remind me of like Sesame Street in a sense, or Muppets. I just like this little guy. He's just smiling with his little hands. I thought this was cute, and then I turned around in that kiosk and I find this. What is this, chat? I'm just like, oh wow, they're all so cute, and I turn around and I see this. I'm like, why did they of all place there to place them there? Did you get that for Dean? No, I couldn't, but I could forward you what it was. I'm still kind of hoping I took my stuff when I was sick. Okay, no. I get fevers. Woke up. Damn, they vanished. Oh, that's such a shame, Fallen. Those are silly. I was just like, when I looked at them, I just saw them. I'm like, were they trying to stuff the boxers so there would be like a bulge or something with them? And they're just like, nope, it's just a silly little guy. Not that little guy, but this silly little guy. I don't know what they were trying to go for this mannequin display. I just thought it was really out of pocket. I'm silly. Oh yeah, this is what I have for lunch. It was like this ramen place called Hinodea. Worms go where worms congregate. Yeah, I guess so. They were just squirming in delight there. But yeah, this was like this Japanese restaurant. It had like it was like mostly ramen based, but they had like they specialize in dashi based ramen. So like they had different types of dashis. So I had like a yuzu base ramen, so it's like lighter and more refreshing. And you could what I was very interested in is the fact that you were able to control how much oil and how much sodium were in the ramen bowls, which was perfect for me because because the group I was with, they wanted to have ramen, but I'm like, oh, I can't. I have to be careful with my oil and sodium intake because of the weekend. And so when I got there, it was really cute because the staff there, I don't know if you guys see in the back here, there's like a drum, and every time they welcome someone in, instead of just saying "irashai," to the customer, they would actually like hit the drums in the back here and welcome them in. I thought that was so stinky cute. But I don't know, like, because they had like this whole like cool ambience and thing going on, but they were playing like cafe bossa nova music as like the ambiance music. So I think that was like the only thing I'm like, oh, I feel like if they just change the ambiance music, they'd be so good. They're set. And then this is what I had. This is the yuzu ramen I was talking about. So this was like technically the vegan option. I didn't get it because of the fact it was vegan. I was just interested in how it would taste it with yuzu. It definitely was lighter and more refreshing because I said like low sodium, low oil. Technically, you definitely still do see a little bit of oil, but it really wasn't that bad. And then instead of like for the proteins, instead of having like chashu pork or chicken or pork or beef, I had oh my gosh, I can't believe inari zishi. There we go, inari. It was basically it's like sweet fried tofu skin. So if you guys have ever had like kitsune ramen or kitsune don, or no, kitsune udon or whatever, this is basically what you put it in the kitsune udon. I still gotta eat. Don't worry. This is just because I didn't want to like bloat my face over the weekend. Key, hi, welcome to the stream. How are you? That's so fun. Yeah, it was definitely a packed weekend. And then the little pieces you see in the back here, there's like some mushrooms, some green onions, some bamboo shoots, and then I switched out regular ramen noodles for spinach noodles. Definitely was a little on the bitter side, but it's whatever. That's what I get for trying to be healthy. But diet has dye in it. I mean, you're kind of dying on the inside when you diet, so it's on brand. Yeah, it was like spinach noodles instead of normal ramen noodles. I was very curious, and it wasn't even like there was no additional charge to have it too. So I was like, you know what? Let's try it. It was okay. And there's like this whole little piece of chili right there too. Overall, oh yeah, and these little pieces right here, they're goji berries. They barely put any, it barely added flavor, to be honest, but it's a cute garnish. Alright, let me see. Oh yeah. Goji berries are tasty. I'm just like, it was just like, what, 3 berries? Just 3 little berries, just as a garnish. So it wasn't enough to like really define any flavors. Yeah. So I took a photo of this because I wanted to look at the Fanime. So if you guys have ever heard of like this big con called Fanime, it's like one of the bigger cons, like AX. Not as big as AX, but definitely almost as big as AX. And I didn't notice until like I was looking, like when I was there, they're like, wait, why is Fanime one of the bigger cons still using art from like the early 2000s? This is like some Davian art level stuff. I have like nothing against it whatsoever. I was just very surprised at how nostalgic this art style is. Yeah, because apparently, Kat, I found out for this, like, because it's in the same convention center as Fanime, and apparently, this particular area doesn't get much tourism aside from Fanime, and now they're like, oh yeah, there's like a lot of people for Offkai. Yeah, I hope they all come back. That's what the hotel staff were saying. I know it's very nostalgic. I was just very shocked because I was like, wait, like I'm surprised they haven't like used any newer art. And there was like multiple banners of different arts, but it was all in the same era / style. So I was genuinely surprised. Hotel sailing, I really hope they come back. Honestly, yeah, because it was so busy and like so full of people. I don't know if they made any regret saying that because I'll have to explain like how the layout works for Offkai. But I just wanted to show because it was that banner. But they had like in the center between the convention center, the hotels, and like restaurants. There's like this little park area that you see on the left side here. That was like super fun. I think I have photos of it too. This is the water fountain area. It's not on all the time. I just happened to be there right when there was, one, no people, and two, it was on. And I was gonna try to take photos at another time, and I'm glad I did it this time, because the last, like the other time I was gonna try to take it, there was like a bunch of kids running around trying to stay cool. It was really interesting. There was like families kind of like having little beach towels, and they had like pre-made umbrella shades around the park, and the kids were just running around trying to, you know, stay cool with these water fountains, and I thought that was very cute. I guess we're pretty good with the rooms overall. So far, I mean, I'm pretty sure because they're so used to fanime, they're very used to anime convention guests, so to speak, and so I'm sure they were prepared for parties, hotel parties. Like for one of the hotels at the con, they literally it was like one of the connecting hotels for the con. They actually had a floor recognized and officialized by AFKAI as the party floor, literally. Oh my gosh, is that Blur? Hi! Welcome to the stream. Thank you so much for coming in. Hope you don't mind. My voice is just a little straight from all the talking, but I hope you had a fun weekend at AFKAI, Blur. Hi! It's so great to see you. Yeah, they learned. No, I'm not kidding. They knew it was gonna happen, because when you went to the party floor, the floors on the entire hallway were completely wrapped in plastic, so there wouldn't be any mess. My only qualm about the party floor is I wish. Yeah. I agree, Devilish. It was crowded. I really wish they had better air circulation on that floor, because oh my god. That place is probably where it's going to give AX a run for its money when it comes to Confunk, because it was just so concentrated, so much full of people, particularly like, you know, con people. So, and there's not enough air circulation to kind of like circulate the body heat that was going on, because again, it's full of people and they're partying. So it was just, and some of the rooms were very small. It was, I wouldn't say, I don't know, because I was so busy. There's so much going on, but it was very musty. I wouldn't say stinky, but definitely musty. It's just, yeah. I feel like there was this condensation buildup. I feel bad for like some of the room because they were so tiny, because Seb, since he was helping out for some of the events, I think he was literally assisting making drinks in the bathroom, in the hotel bathroom, for one of these parties. And I would go in there, and it's just Seb just by the bathroom sink, lined with drinks, and he's just making drinks at the bathroom. Yeah, it was pretty small. The classic chatter sweat. I just remember comps for summer things. I don't miss it. I mean, if you're not used to a lot of people, like crowds, it's not for everybody, for sure. But I don't think it was, at least when I was there, it didn't smell. It was just musty. Like, it was very, very stuffy and musty. But just for deodorant or hose of doubt, you know, that's funny. There were some Artist Alley people selling deodorants. They were selling anime-themed deodorants. Instead of the Reddit having your designated space, airflow is introduced into the equation. Sounds like a fun time. Yeah, I would say, like, I wish they had more access to, like, maybe suites or something like that that might work or something. I don't know. In the bathroom. Yeah. Honestly, Seb was such a trooper. Not sink. No, God, no. Not with sink water. God. Oh, God, no. They had, like, bottled everything. I heard this deodorant sold out by day 2. I am not shocked. For my case, I actually had like a little fanny pack with me. I had like my essentials with me, So I had like chapstick, deodorant, medicine, perfume, you know, and a breath spray. I'll make sure I myself am not part of the problem. I mean, they were really cutely made. I was considering making one maybe for Anime Matsuri or San Japan. I think it's a little too late for Matsuri, but maybe for San Japan. He is the GOAT. People really loved his drinks at Offkai. I was very happy for him. Let me see. Oh yeah, this is also at the park. I just thought this was a very, very pretty area at the park. When is Seb gonna make me a drink? You gotta ask him. Ask and you shall receive, homie. Let me see. I don't know what these flowers were. They're not wisterias. But it was very much, because it was slightly breezy. I want to say, actually not slightly. Let me rephrase that. It was breezy. Perfectly breezy. The weather on Thursday was so nice, chat. Like, it was sunny, but it didn't feel hot. It was like had the nice cool breeze, no heat, plenty of sunshine. It was just beautiful weather. And when I was at this park area, these purple flowers would fall down like cherry blossoms. It was very much kiss, kiss, fall in love. But instead of pink, you get lavender vibes. I loved this area very much. And they had like all these nice benches, and you had like the nice like misty water from the fountain that was right next to it too. It was just really nice. I think I have some of those trees in my area. It kind of looks like them. They have like I didn't get a chance to take a picture of like the flower itself, and it's too pixelated to show it. But there was like I'm trying to explain. Like they look like little mini lilies, very, very tiny lilies, because they have like the shape, like cone shaped bottom, and it opens up like a lily, but it's not a lily. But yeah, it's like super lavender. It's just really pretty. I love these. I don't know what trees they are, but I would totally have them around me. They're so pretty. I don't know how hardy they are or what climate they run on. Oh yeah, and this was like in the evening for one of the events. But I just thought it was really cute because it was this really nice lighting area, and I wanted to come back to this, but I couldn't because of like conflicting schedules. I actually wanted to come here to do a shoot as Brazilian Miku because that was one of my cosplays. I couldn't, but I at least took an area so I could show you guys. Man, could you imagine if I did a photo shoot as Brazilian Miku here? That would have been perfect. Yeah, I wasn't able to. By the time I came back from the Oshi Bar party, I think this was already taken down, unfortunately. Oh, thank you for the hydrate, Zaoshin. How are you? Can we have a shout out for Zaoshin, please? Oh yeah, that's right. Thank you for reminding me, Mugen. Yeah, it was I got all these nice shots at the park. There was 2 different events going on. There was like, yeah, I don't know if it was a flea market, but there was definitely like a bunch of booths and like people playing basketball on the street. It was like a lot going on the weekend. Hey, 10. But yeah, honestly, for day 0, it was pretty fun. I got to meet up with some peeps, and then for dinner, after picking up the badges, for dinner, we went to the Taco Bell Cantina. So I thought it was gonna be cooler, I'm not gonna lie, because I saw the one in Las Vegas. So I was like, oh man, this must be like the cool kids Taco Bell. No, it just looked like a regular Taco Bell, and they just happened to serve alcohol there. That's the only difference. I was so disappointed, but that didn't stop me from getting a Crunchwrap Supreme, and you will see a photo later. I kid you not, chat. I took as many Diablo sauces that they let me take, and I took it home with me because I need to restock my hot sauces. Photoshop yourself in a picture. Oh my god, that'd be funny, actually. Missy just getting ready to go home from work. Thank you so for the shout out. Yo, no, thank you. Thank you for coming. Offkai was really fun. I'm very happy I went. Cantina was very looser for that hole in the wall of Taco Bell. Yeah, right? She has like a 3-month supply. Hell yeah. As I should. And then after the Taco Bell Cantina, I went to round 1. There happened to be a round 1. I was told by some of my V-Trooper friends that they were going to be meeting up there. And I'm like, oh, I didn't even know there was one in the area. Let's go. So I went over there. One of our peeps here, Cosmic, actually won a little Miku figurine that I took home with me. Thank you again for that. And I played some rhythm games. There was like this really fun drum game that had like Miku songs on it that I was like, wow, this is really fun actually. And it had like really cool pink and blue and purple lighting that was future funky, and I was just like, okay, yeah, I'm cooked. It was very funny because when I was recharging my card, because I actually always keep my round 1 card with me. What was it? I have not only a round 1 credit, like basically like a game credit card, but I also have a Konami save file card that was given to me by a friend as well. And basically, if there was like any Konami systems at round 1, I could actually save any of my gameplay progress on those machines, which was really cool. And so when I was refilling my game card, I ran into one of my VTuber friends, and we were like awkwardly glancing at each other because I was like, "Oh, did you need to turn? Did you need to turn using the credit machine?" And she's like, "Oh no, I'm fine. I'll wait." And I looked at her and I squinted at her. I'm like, "Wait a second, I know you." And so like I just ran it into her and smushed boobies together. I feel like smooshing boobas with the girlies is just like another way of a high five at this point. That's what I love about Offkai. I keep running into mutuals and peeps I know, and I'm just like, wait a second, I know you. Get over here. It was very funny. Let me see here. Oh yeah, okay. Guys, chat. What does this scenario look like to you? I did not make those footprints, by the way. This was at the round 1 bathroom. Do you think something freaky went down in this bathroom stall? Because I didn't even realize it until like I was mid using the restroom. And I'm like, there's no way. There's no way someone got freaky in this bathroom stall. Please tell me, maybe I'm tweaking. But those look like clearly a set of footprints, a set of shoe prints. Okay, I'm not going crazy. Keep telling yourself nothing happened. I'm gonna tell you right now, I did also see some handprints on the door as well, so yeah, something was going down. I thought I was going crazy, but I'm like, ain't no way. That's crazy. They were JoJo posing in the bathroom. You know what? You know what? It's possible too. I just remember, aside from this, playing rhythm games, I think I was also like telling people about I was like talking to some people about D&D as well. Didn't even wait to get to the room. I mean, there were drinkies involved. I you know what? There was a lot of people. I'm not gonna lie. As soon as I stepped inside of that round 1, the temperature shifted like at least 5 to 10 degrees warmer because of the sheer concentration of body heat. But at least there was maybe a little more air circulation than the party floor, so it didn't stink. But it was like, whoa, it's warm in here. I don't know, man, but it was just noticeably warmer in there than outside. Because outside was like cool and windy. But yeah, I just basically had like a nice good time, and then talked about D&D stuff. Someone was like, what of the piece I was talking to was like showing on one of their homebrew classes, which was like this Dragon Knight class that had like it was a D&D homebrew class that was a Dragon Knight. There was like 3 different subclasses that they can go into, and they had a dragon companion that I don't know if it was a mount, like a cavalier type of situation, kind of like a worm rider in Fire Emblem. But it was definitely like, oh, they grow alongside with you, and they have different attacks depending on like what subclass you go into for that class. I thought it was very cool. The only downside is, I think, like, if the dragon perishes in battle, you can revive it, but I don't know if it's like but unfortunately, every time you revive it, it will basically forget everything it knew about you from the previous life. So you basically have to start from blank when it comes to like the bonding process / like relationship of the dragon and the player. Everybody was sweating at this claw machines. Oh my gosh, yes, there were so many people trying to get prizes at the claw machines. A lot of people were really bringing home the dough. A lot of people were just, I saw some people with super, super big plushies going home. I'm like, dang, they stand on business. All right, we're fast forwarding over to day 1. I didn't really get it. Like, I did take selfies of myself at day 1. At least like at the inflatable. They had like these 2 inflatables at the con. It had like a mint ghosty, like mint ghosty form, like a little ghosty orb, and then they have the dragoon bird. So they had that going on. This was just like my little humble setup for the Oshibor Summer Feels party. It's a very dumbed down version just because I only took anything that was VTuber theme and silly cat memes, because I knew that would also sell. And so yeah, it was just a nice cute little setup. The actual Oshibor setup process was really pretty straightforward. I just had to take some time to kind of like just rearrange merchandise at the hotel room, because we had instead of like the usual carts that I would take to events, it was luggage I had to take it with. Yeah, no, it's super duper dumbed down. It's just because we were flying. We were flying with limited luggage. Oh my gosh. Speaking of which, I'm gonna miss Southwest Airlines 2-bag policy. I'm gonna miss it so much. They updated the bagging policy for Southwest Airlines. I finally saw like the pricing chart of it. It hurts my soul looking at it. Because I'm an A-list flyer, I get one checked-in bag for free, but still, I'm gonna miss it. Yeah. I'm gonna miss it though. Yeah, for the Southwest Airlines bagging policy, I think it was like what? If you're like a basic flyer and you make a reservation after the 28th of May, your first checked-in bag, I think it's like $35, and the second checked-in bag is $45. So I'm just like, that's icky. They basically have just assimilated to be similar like other airlines. And I think like starting in 2026, they're also going to do pre-booked seats. So you could they have assigned seating again. Not again, but like they're going to do assigned seating starting 2026. And I'm just looking at them like, you just took away one of your biggest competitive edges. And now you're going to try to assimilate to be like every other airline. That's a bold move. I tried to change it, they'll take away the free luggage. Really? You shot them in the foot. Yeah, I don't know what they're going. That was like the bread and butter for so many Artist Alley people. Truly a shame. But yeah, we had to like make sure that the whatchamacallit weight and space of luggage was doable, so the thing is that Seb had to fly with the majority of the inventory and also setup. So he was the one who actually brought in all of the storage cubicles, the table lining, like all the price tags, and then also the merchandise as well. And then not only that, homie also had to fly over all of the V cards that we were stocking up so I could open them this Friday. So it was a big trade going on. And if you guys see in this little corner right here, we had a special guest joining us for this table. So these little stickers here are actually made by Toma. I don't know if you guys know the VTuber Toma. She is a tomato VTuber. Her model is actually this one right here. And she was the MC for the Oshi bar. Yeah, Toma. Toma, yes. Her Twitter is Slice of Toma. Yeah, this is her. But yeah, she was the MC for the Oshi bar Summerfields party. And I also had the opportunity to, say hi to her, talk to her. And basically, these were her stickers that we also sold at our table as well. Yeah, she's super nice. But yeah, for the booth, after I organized what to bring in one luggage to bring on over to the event, I got myself checked in, got the table set up, and there was actually another table next to my setup that was actually the GG Subs booth that they were just literally just giving away free samples. And funnily enough, the two volunteers, or like the two GG Subs people that were at that table, we actually see them a lot at previous cons. So we're just like, oh, hey, good to see you again. And we were just sharing snacks. We were just chatting and sharing snacks. It was actually pretty chill. Let me see what else. Oh, yeah. If you guys went to the party, I'm the one who actually formatted the these cool graphics for Oshi Bar. Or at least I helped format it and edit a lot of the stuff for it. So I'm just like, whoa, that's so weird seeing my stuff somewhere. That's crazy. Look at that. I did that. Long finger. It's not long. It's just the angle of the camera, okay? I see that star reference. Oh, yeah, they were definitely trying to reference Oshinoko. So, they were definitely trying to go off of that as a reference. She's popping off. But yeah, it was like really cool to see it like on stage. So that was the stage area that the performers would be at the after party. And this is the menu, the drinks menu that they had available for the event. I actually helped with the with the drink art. So these two are actually made by another artist, and these two are actually made by me. So I was like, whoa, look, it's my stuff. It's my stuff, my artwork on stuff. Whoa, that's crazy. The beat dropping harder at that venue than AI's HR. Wait, what? Hold on, I need context of that. She didn't get into those short, stubby fingers. I mean, fingers are fingers. Ai Hoshino's heart rate, was it high? I'm so sorry. I feel like I'm missing a reference here. I feel so bad for the bartenders. There is definitely so what made things like a little bit interesting was that at least they actually had like all of the ingredients available on here, so you know what you're going to be getting, which is nice. But I know I feel bad because I know there was like a lot of people waiting in line to get their drinks. This photo, by the way, this was also taken at the rooftop, which is where the VIP were having access to. I got to go and check it out before it opened, and I feel bad because I actually didn't really get a chance to go up there for the rest of the event because it was so breezy and cold up there. I was discouraged to go back up there. Which drinks were the best? Ooh, I barely, yeah, it was cold winds, super cold and windy up in the rooftop area, so I didn't really go up there much. Honestly, I probably would be having of the Heavenly Escape. That would have been nice, but I was actually talking to the VTuber during the party who this drink is inspired of, and she actually let me take a sip of her drink, and yeah, I was like, yeah, this is pretty good, it's very subtle, and she's like, yeah. It's like 50 degrees with 20-mile winds. It was freezing. Yeah, I was still in my Brazilian Miku cosplay, so I was like, you know what? I'm good. But yeah, the party was the after party was super duper fun. I got to meet a lot of lovely people, just like Ruby, who came in earlier for this stream. I got to also run into like some mutuals like Karatun that was also there, and they were like, oh my gosh, I didn't think you were gonna be here, look at you. And I'm just like, oh my gosh, no, this is a stroke of luck, I just got lucky. It didn't help that I wore shorts the entire time. Cosmic brother, you literally told me it was gonna be cold and windy and bring a jacket, yet you yourself wore shorts and forgot to bring a jacket. Brother, what? What were you thinking? I know to people who were like from the northern states, that's like, ah, yeah, that's totally great weather for us. That's peak t-shirt weather. I guess he really did want to show off his legs. Cosmic, you literally were asking me in the previous stream whether or not I packed for my trip. Why didn't you do the same, brother? Huh? What do you mean you packed 30 minutes before you leave? You had all weekend to do so. What the? Couldn't be me. No, absolutely not. I'm a warmer temp gal. Oh yeah, if you guys were wondering how poppin' this after party is, this is basically what the crowd looked like. There was actually people on the second floor as well during Issa's performance. And it only got bigger from there when Cottontail performed as well. Oh, Space Up. Were there pics of the drinks themselves? Oh, the drinks themselves. Not for this set. No, unfortunately. I only have the drink illustrations. But the actual drinks themselves, they're similar in color and flavor. Like the taste is what's in the mix. But unfortunately, they don't have the fancy glasses. They're like, you know. But Oshi Bar 100% made sure everyone had drink covers and straws to make sure nothing happened. They were very thorough about that. And Hill's Addy Snackies. No! Not my snacks! I just got some! Slap on a tee and a hoodie and I'm good for that video weather. It's a fantastic. Nah. I would have to be a little bundled up. Just want to see what they look like. That's good, yeah. I was just talking about like how poppin' the area was. This was like towards like the side and back during Issa's performance. So like this is where the performance is taking place on this side, and then you have everyone just partying. They actually also had some VTubers visiting virtually, like Nene Amane and also Camila. Camila was also there virtually as well, which was so crazy. I remember Kyojo, one of the peeps from Oshi Bar, this is Oshi, he was like having a great time. Let me show you what else. Oh yeah, this is what I had on like I think like after the Oshi Bars party. But I'll go back to here. Let me think what else happened. Honestly, the venue stuff was really fun. I don't think a lot of people actually utilize any of the interactive, because it was like an interactive museum that the venue took place in. But I don't think not a lot of people actually used the interactive stuff aside from like this giant Connect 4 setup that was behind my booth. The lines were pretty long for the drinks until like I had to tell security like, oh hey, there seems to be like a bottleneck situation in regards to like this point of the line, and someone's they actually got that fixed. The line got through faster and whatnot. I think it was just really cool to see this being built up from the ground up, and then just seeing my stuff in the mix. I was like, whoa, that's crazy. Whoa. But yeah, I got to see a lot of cool peeps in this party. It was very fun. It was very funny. I think I literally had I just remembered I had a Pokemon card tin that I used to hold my my business cards, my badge ribbons in case I meet other VTubers or peeps. They're like, oh hey, I like your drip. Here, would you like a con ribbon? And so I remember that's how I also put away all the business cards and stickers I also get from other VTubers. And so when I was talking to someone, I was trying to open up my little card tin, and I dropped the tin and dropped like my cards and whatnot. But I was like, no, not my Pokemon cards, because I was joking because it was all in a Pokemon card tin. And funnily enough, this super nice girl was like, wait, your Pokeball cards, I'll help you. And so she helped me pick it up, and then I realized when I looked at her, she was like looking at me like, wait a second, I recognize this card, Addie? And I was like, I looked up and I realized it was Angel Steps. You probably have met her, chat. I rated her a couple of times. I just can't believe it happened to be like a VTuber mutual of mine of all times to help me pick up cards off the floor. I love Quinky Dinky meetups like that. But yeah, after the venue took place, Angel Steps is super sweet. And then I also had like a good chance to talk to Find the Rabbit. If you went to the after party, she was the DJ performer for the show. So it was also really nice to say hi again to Find the Rabbit. Showed her pictures of my bunny, and she's like, oh my god, he's so chunky, I love him. Pee-pee brain. Yeah, I was gonna be like, oh yeah, totally after this show, we'll go meet up again and we'll share a shot together, because it was so busy during load-in. And as soon as the event ended, like when I think it was like at the stroke of midnight, basically it was like a Cinderella moment where like basically security was like, all right, if you're not Steph, get out, scram. And so basically I was like, oh man, I gotta start packing up literally not even at midnight, but I started packing up like 30 minutes prior to the event to make sure we would get out in a timely manner. But yeah, they were like venue security were not messing around. They immediately were like, venue's over, get out, scram, shoo. And so I was like, oh man, I really wanted to get a shot in with Find the Rabbit, but unfortunately I could not. So I was like, all right, we're gonna have to save that for another time, sadly. Oh, we want to feed the Power Rocket Tree. I don't have the buddy cap yet, but I will feed him right now. He's just napping. He's napping. He's not napping anymore. Oh yeah, he totally heard that, chat. Here you go, buddy. Here you go. Okay, he has been fed. He's been fed. I guess we have to find the rabbit again. I guess so. That's what's always so unfortunate when it comes to like events like these. You always get like, it's normal for it to happen, but it's so unfortunate to have like those missed high five moments. It's always very stressful. Yeah. Oh yeah, he totally woke up for that, 100%. But yeah, after I put away my my inventory, we went to go and eat, and we found this really nice. I think it was like a Greek. It was like a Greek food place, sort of a thing, and I had a gyro bowl, basically. I thought the food was good. No! I know, I was just saying how, like, I keep getting Miss High Five moments, me trying to find mutuals. There was a couple of people I wasn't able to see at Offkai, sadly. Yeah, it was a gyro bowl. Gyro. But yeah, they had like the nice like sliced meat here. I think it was like lamb and or beef. Then you have like a nice little salad, a little bit of feta cheese, and then there's like a nice layer of rice on the bottom. I'm not gonna lie, chat, I would eat this again. That hit the spot. I can tell this was truly a well-balanced meal, or maybe I was tipsy, but I wasn't feeling tipsy at the time, but it was good. Definitely great to fill up after drinking. And then I had this drink. It was like tangerine, cardamom, and turmeric. It was like a citrusy turmeric drink. Honestly, I wanted to cope and think that drink kept me healthy, because turmeric is good for you. And then if you guys see this little offer right here, they had like Dubai chocolates. They actually had like, it was like frozen yogurt. Yeah, it was like frozen yogurt with dipped in chocolate, and they have like that coconutty pistachio filling just topped on top of the dipped chocolate. That was good. That was really good, chat. I didn't get a photo of the ice cream, but I can tell you right now, it was good. Very yummy. I didn't get a chance to, oh yeah, here we go. That's there we go. Nick's, I think it's Nick's Greek, I think. But it's a gyro house, and it's Souvlaki. I don't know if it's like they're playing awards on Slovaki in soul food, but man, it was really good. Very tasty. I will say that it was kind of a bit of a walk, but it was worth it. And then the next day, I think on Saturday, I had a very late start, just because I was trying to set up my cosplay for Anka, and I crashed out in my hotel room because I was trying to put on my Anka tail. And so how it works is like, it's like a kind of like a giant belt with a buckle, or kind of like a very seat belt quality kind of a belt, and it has the tail on the back to make sure that it's all nice and secure. But the problem was, in order to make that seat belt looking belt look less ugly, so to speak, I actually had it like, I tried to make it so that way I placed gold beads along the entire belt, so it would match the beading of my Anka necklace that I had on my top half of my body. When I took the tail out, the gold beading spilled everywhere on my hotel room floor. I spent hours trying to place the beads on that belt, so it broke my heart. I was devastated because I was like, oh, there's no way I can repair this. I'm not even talking like, oh, it's just like a little tiny patch that you cover up. No, chat. It was like at least a good 50% of the beads fell out. It was so bad. You could see like all like the adhesive on that was like trying to keep it together. It did not do its job. I was just no. Absolutely not. I just yeeted that thing back in its bad and threw in the luggage. I just screamed in my pillow. And then like I was like, okay, maybe not the tail. I'm gonna go and put on like at least like, I actually also had like kind of like a skirt. It was like I had like 2 layers of flowy skirts I would wear with it. But for some reason, I don't know what the heck happened. I think it's maybe it's because I used the belt to kind of like work out the shaping. But for some reason, the skirt, like the lower dress I had for the Anka outfit, just maybe it did not flatter my body whatsoever. I looked really unflattering in it. It gave me, I don't know, it just made me look super bloated for some reason, which I wasn't. But it clearly made me look bloated, and I was just like, this is, no, I'm not feeling this. No. And so I was already crashing out from that, and seeing this, I was like, fuck this. No, I'm not dealing with this. So I just threw that back in my luggage, and I just put on pants. So basically, I even had like these reusable bandage wraps that I would wrap around the top half of my Anka cosplay. That was supposed to be part of it, but even I was so upset and fed up at that point. I was like, I'm not even gonna bother wrapping the bandages around myself at this point. I'm just gonna use the white swimsuit base I had for the Anka cosplay, just wear that, and just wear like all the top half of my accessories, which was like my wig, my necklace, my ears, my little snaky headpiece, and just put makeup on. And then the lower half was just pants and sneakers. And then like I would wrap my jacket around my waist. That's all I was gonna do. I was checked out. I was like, nope, not dealing with this. Nope. I usually never have like a hard malfunction like that. But I'm just glad it wasn't during a con that I had a table at, or else I would have been even more upset. Yeah, that's why I was like super late. I had a really late start. I went to the con much later because of it. And then, whatchamacallit, while I was trying to get myself to stop fuming, we went to a Cambodian restaurant for the first time, and I got to try this dish. It was like an encore salad. I think that's what it was called. I saw glass noodles in the mix, and I was like, oh yeah, there's glass noodles in here? Oh yeah, it's good. And it's a salad. I'm sure it's going to be close to like the Thai noodle salad that I always eat. It was very similar, but I would say the Cambodian style made it taste sweeter rather than tart. Instead of tart, it's more sweet, which was like, oh, that's cool. I'm okay with this. This is great. Had a lot of chicken. Very light and refreshing with cucumbers and carrots. But as you can see, see, it has like only a little bit of silver noodles, but a buttload of red cabbage. I saw red cabbage being in the ingredient list, but I didn't realize the red cabbage was gonna basically be like the biggest filler of the dish. It just caught me off guard, but it was very good. I think I'm trying to remember what else went down for. What happened? Let me see. Oh yeah, I got a chance to finally go to the Artist Alley Hall and like properly walk around for a bit, because I think like day one I did get to go walk around for a bit, but I was like mostly just scouting out what I wanted from convention, like from the Artist Alley / exhibitor hall. So I was like, okay, this is gonna be a maybe, and so on the day 2 I was like, you know what, I'm mad. I had a crash out. I'm gonna treat myself to something nice. I tried to girl math it myself, thinking like, oh wait, these artists are also gonna be at Anime Expo. I might as well buy them here so I don't have to fight the lines at Anime Expo or something like that, you know? So I ended up buying some Love and Deep Space stuff that I saw at the con. I know, right, chat? So shocking. I know. Wow. Surprising. I know. Wow. I think the only reason why I might have considered buy it, I think the only way I would consider shopping otherwise is if I want to participate in any of the stamp rallies that are going on at Anime Expo, because I think Miso, I actually bookmarked Miso's Love and Deep Space stamp rally for AX because they had a really cute prize. Like they Anime Expo stamp rallies have really high quality prizes. I'm like, you're telling me, like for example, for Miso's, she has a freaking wind chime as a prize. I'm like, Miso, why are you gonna do this? Why are you gonna do me dirty with my poor wallet, man? And a sticker sheet. Yeah, what the? You better save a prize for me. I'm gonna either buy it or just participate. I'll just give you the money. You can split with the artist. I don't care, because I don't know if I'll be able to make it throughout the artist. Where's my Addy wind chime? I'd consider it. Oh my gosh, you know what'd be so cute? Actually, speaking of wind chimes, I could do like a Tanabata themed wind chime. So you just write your wish on it. Yeah, it's a lot of cabbage. We should just be just right. I mean, the flavor profile was very good. And I'm okay with this because this is like a lot of veggie to protein ratio because there was a lot of chicken and the chicken was juicy. No, Addie, we gotta go together to the Love and Deep Space booth on Thursday. I'll have to see how my schedule is because I too am gonna be working with the Our Culture booth. I'll be cosplaying for Our Culture. Hope to see how the schedule will go. But I'm pretty sure I have a picture of my. There it is. Speaking of Our Culture, look, chat. They were selling my Chibi Doki charm at their booth. Don't mind the other booba stuff. But wow, look at the Chibi Doki charm they have. Isn't that great? Wow. You could shake in the eyes, Google. It was googly shaker tribes. Don't bite about the hot waifu art everywhere else, but yeah, wow. So much boobage in the cute charm. To be fair, I really appreciated the peeps at the Our Culture booth hard selling the Chibi Doki charms. They were really out here going like, hey, did you know if you buy 2 Chibi Dokis for the price of 3, you get 1 for free? Oh my gosh, Out of Orange! Hi! Welcome to the stream. I'm don't mind my strained voice. I just came back from Offkai and I'm just giving a little slideshow of what went down. I was we're at the point where I was just telling people about AdiAstraya and Our Culture. I will also be attending Anime Expo, working at the Our Culture booth as a cosplayer. But yeah, people really love the Chibi Doki charm. They actually almost sold out at Offkai, which was really great to hear. The charm is a reaction to the booba. Honestly, there's some tasty art in here. The Our Culture booth were also super kind to because I was cosplaying as Brazilian Miku. When I came by, they're like, 1 second, and they gave me a decal sticker of Brazilian Miku. So I was like, I don't know if you guys saw my selfie of it on my Twitter, but yeah, it was very sweet of them. But yeah, the Chibi Doki chart was very lovely to have. What were you doing for the for your stream, Outer Orange? Is there any new content updates right now for Vanguard that I should be aware of? Outer Orange here is a very knowledgeable player in regards to the Vanguard game series. She knows her stuff. But yeah, that was just me going like, look, it's my thing right there. I did that. But if you guys don't know about Our Culture is a VTuber themed merch booth. They have a lot of decal stickers. I think they have like a Cottontail and Aruna Reaver, Howdy, and they have like stickers, decal stickers, as you can see here, of VTuber art. And they're also working on jackets soon too. They have like jackets of VTubers as well. I don't know, I can't recall if they had them for sale, but they also did a bunch of meet and greets, and also had, if you see in the back here, a lot of VTuber cutouts for said so meet and greets that would be auctioned off as well. So and the VTuber that represents for Our Culture is also Aruna Reaver. So her model is right here, this pretty gal right here. And she will also be debuting her summer model literally later this week. So you guys don't know her yet, you should, because she's super sweet. Did you see that they announced CZ Booster 11? Oh, DZ. I need to see what theme it is because I'm not sure. I have to take a look into it. It's been a hot minute. Ah, yes. And then, like, literally one side of the entire Artist Alley Hall, they have the itashas. So, like, they had, I think 6 or 7 itashas that were, like, all themed based on various VTubers. Whether they were, like, I think it was, like, either Face Connect, Hololive, or Indie. And then there was, like, more that were, like, driving or parked outside of the con as well, which was really cool, too. But what was different for this con, I've noticed, I don't think I've seen this with other cons, but like there's like these row of tables literally on this side across from the itashas that were called day tables. And apparently you can sell at those day tables. Like the artists who sold at the day tables, they were only there for one day, which was, I was like, whoa, I don't know if I have seen cons that have done something like that. I wonder if AX would ever consider doing something like that. So, like, more artists can have chances to sell there. Because I know for a fact there would be a lot of artists who would be interested in doing, like, something similar. Like the day tables. Just so they have a chance to sell for a day at Anime Expo. You know what I mean? But I don't know how hectic that is on, like, the planner side. I can't even scream right now. My throat's too my voice is too straight. Hi, Polly. Welcome to the stream. How are you today? My voice is strained, so I don't think I'll be able to yelp properly. But yeah, it was really cool to see all the itashas and walking through the Artist Alley booth. I mostly just picked up let me see. I went over to say hi to Choco. We exchanged Choco Jacks, and we exchanged stickers and badge ribbons. And I went and sniffed around for Love and Deep Space merch, and any of my other VTuber artist friends that were, or any of my VTubers that were boothing there, I would go and say hi. I found out that I have to go grab the name, but basically Mari, who is an axolotl VTuber, I didn't know she was not only at Offkai but boothing at Offkai, so I went to go say hi to her at her booth, and I couldn't help it. I had to get a standee of the wife. They support the wife. It was a cute squeak though. No, have mercy on my poor voice. Oh yeah, while I was waiting, this was like right after walking down the Artist Alley Hall. I was waiting at like this nice little quiet spot right by the entrance, and I saw this as an advertisement on the small screen. I'm like, since when did the Twilight series have a concert hall event? Like, is it going to be like an orchestrated concert, or it looks like there seems to be like actual like live band play? I'm so confused by this. Why is this a thing? What would they even be playing for this? Because I never got into Twilight, so I'm just like, was there any like original music from Twilight that was iconic? I'm just trying to wrap my little brain around that. It was just so out of pocket out of VTuber Con. But I did also see that they I didn't get a chance to, I don't think I got a chance to take a photo of it as well, but there was also a orchestrated concert as well for Stardew Valley music. That I was very interested in. That looked really cool. I think that's super duper adorable. Sorry. And then there was another one that caught me off guard too. It was someone actually rented a slot to say happy birthday to one of the Hollow Star boys. And I'm just like, wow. I really gotta give credit to some of these VTuber fans, man. Also, the artwork with this was super cute. I was just so caught off guard with it. Fan message from some fish coordinated by umami. Enhance the image. Oh, you want to see this? Is that the shot you want right there? The lace booba? I think it's a very nice illustration. I like it. Oh yeah, this is like one of the hotel parties I was at. They had like a little like a TV screen in the hotel room. Then you have like basically like flyer posters that talked about the event. There was a fan to keep the room ventilated aside from the AC. And then they had like a various VTubers doing like little performances, but they also had what was it? They had DJs behind a green screen curtain, just like working on like live music at the same time. This was just like an example of like one of the hotel parties I went to, and this one was like one that like I told you guys earlier, where Seb was mixing drinks in the hotel bathroom. Yeah. If you just imagine like a standard size like hotel bathroom, yeah, just imagine Seb just chilling and they're mixing drinks. But yeah. And then after checking out the party floor, I tried going to the yabai market, which is the 18 plus market for OFFKAI, but unfortunately for some reason there was like this mix. I don't know, they had a delayed time. They're delayed on opening up the yabai market, which opened up at 8 apparently. And when we got there at 8, everyone was like already all lined up, crowded up like around that hall space. And I was like, you know what? I don't think I'm in the mood to wait that long just to go see 18 plus stuff. So I passed on that. But for some reason, they had like a delay on opening it for some reason for a vendor. Oh, Storm! Wow, I didn't think Barrow would be so enthusiastic about that one. Wow, that's new. Happy 19 months and thank you again for rejoining the constellation of Balrog. Happy to have you here. I hope you've been doing okay. But yeah, when I left the yabai market entrance, I saw this on my way walking out. I was like, is that what I think it is? And it was. It was literally a... I think it's not industry. No, yeah, it's all industry VTubers that had a graduation. And so they actually formatted all the VTubers to look like yearbook backgrounds. And it's just a giant mural, like a whole wall of just like, it's like a graduation memorial basically. And then you can write all your goodbye messages and your little kind of like little tributes to the VTubers. Eddie was set up in the 18 plus section. Oh god, no. I wasn't selling at all for the con. Oh, not at the con. I actually sold at like one of the after parties at the con. So it was like partial work. But most of the time, been chilling. Yeah, I just thought it was wild. So wild to see. This area, like this hallway I was in, it had like a bunch of VTuber cutouts that I recognize, like a lot of my mutuals. So like one of the people I've met around one, her name was like Kita P Raptor. So there was just like a random raptor like just an actual dinosaur raptor, by the way. It's not a cute anime girl version. It's just an actual raptor as a VTuber, as a cutout that was in there. I saw Imuchi. If you guys don't know Konkon or Imuchi, I know her as well. She also had her cutout there and it was selling at the con. I went to go say hi to her as well. And I also got to see Kijits, the keyboard cat VTuber. He also had a cutout, and I was genuinely surprised how short he was compared to the other VTubers. He was so adorable. That's a pretty cool thing to do, VTuber for VTubers. Yeah. Isn't the guy that delivers VTuber news? That's False ID. False ID is not on this list. Let me see. Oh yeah, this is the next area I saw. It was like so because like the Yabai market was like I was like, you know what, I'm gonna pass on it. I was recommended by 2 different groups of friends to check out it's a nerd themed bar that was like a 10-minute walk from the con called the Guild House. And it was really cool because they had like different like kind of like video game / fantasy themed cocktails, and the decor of it looked really cool. And what was also super cool is that they had the OffKai live streamed directly at the bar, so you don't like, because this was like one of the biggest events. Like this is like the main center stage event of the con. So the fact that we didn't have to go to the event and still enjoy it while, you know, drinking at a bar, that was so smart of them. And at the back here, like behind this dude right here, there was there's a PC cafe at the back of the bar that you can go play PC games at. And then scattered around with the different TVs along the walls, they had like these different like couch setups with different games like Smash, Street Fighter, and Mario Kart and whatnot. That was like you could play while drinking and whatnot. It was a really cool place. I definitely recommend if you guys ever go there again. If anyone goes for OffKai in the future or for Fanime, to definitely check out this place. It was probably one of the cooler bars I've ever been to. And shockingly, I was so surprised. One of the friend groups that recommended it was also having like a little VTuber meetup. And so when I went over, everyone was like, I went to go see one of my VTuber friends, Mandy. She was actually the one who like started up the VTuber meetup there. And so we all had like a nice little like VTuber model selfie together. And we also had like a giant booba selfie as well, like a giant booba shot. I don't know what it is with booba shots, but I feel like it's a rite of passage for some of these, and I find it very funny. So that happened. Had some nice. The drinks there were pretty good too. There was like this. I'm trying to remember the cocktail drinks. There was like this strawberry. What's a booba shot? Basically, it is a aerial, like kind of like above shot, like an above angle shot. And you gather around and just show off your cleavage. You just show nothing but cleavage. You don't show face. You just have like a nice above the head shot of just nothing but the boob, like just cleavage shot. Yeah, that's right. They were named after games and stuff. I'm trying to remember the names, but I know there was like this melon one that I really like because I like Tokyo teas, so you know, Midori Green is like melon flavored, so I was like, oh yeah, this reminds me of Tokyo tea. And then I think there was like a strawberry one too. Emerald Dream was the melon. Okay, I'm genuinely hoping that's a Sonic themed one. Time to adult. Delight as always to see you. Alright, Polly, be safe. Good seeing you. But yeah, low-key, I wish I was able to go see the PC cafe in the back. I never got a chance to take a peek. What was really funny, though, is that I ran into, like, 2 different Love and Deep Space girlies, because I saw them with, like, with a pin or a fan. I'm just like, do you like Love and Deep Space? I'm like, oh no, my hyper focus, and be like, oh, hi, do you like that? And they're like, yeah. And so I'm like, you want to be friends? And they're like, yeah. It was very fun. It's always fun. It's always fun to bark at the same boys together. It's great. But yeah, the evening was fine from there. I just went to basically hang out here, and I chatted with more people throughout the night. So it was like a very social night. I will say though, from all the walking I did this evening, it definitely was it took a toll on my legs. I definitely felt my calves and feet a little tired by the end of the night, but I honestly had like a really fun experience overall. And yeah, but it was like, it was also really nice to again, I got to be acquainted with new VTuber peeps and or mutuals that I haven't seen nor have met yet until I heard their name. I'm like, oh yeah, like say for example, like I think Hydrated Waifu was also at this event too. I've never got to meet them until like this event, so it was really nice to see them. And so I got a bunch of business cards and stickers and postcards from all the VTubers here. So I had to take the chance to like go and like look at all of them later and like say hi to them and hope that they had like safe travels back and all that jazzeroonie. And then on the last day, I had to do some work with Oshibar. So I just spent a little bit of time with friends at the hotel lobby, and just basically I spent my my last day after hanging out and saying goodbye to friends. I went to go and spend some time with the Oshibar crew, and just had a good time. And while I was at the hotel, I think like this was like before I left for the airport on Monday, there was like a bunch of VTuber cutouts just hanging out at the hotel lobby space while I was on my way to the bathroom. I just thought it was really cool. I think like a couple of them are face connects, and then some of them are actually signed by the VTuber, which is cute. There was so many VTuber cutouts. I think like I don't know which VTuber got like the most I guess like auctioned off bid the most, but like some of them, I think like one or two of them were like in the 1Ks. They definitely really wanted these cutouts. I'm thinking maybe next time I go to Offkai, I don't know if I'll be able to get like something life-size like this, but I definitely would like to do like a mini cutout of like a specific version of Addy that like chat would particularly want, and then just like have a little bitty for that. I don't know. I feel like a little tiny one would be a start. Because I feel like these would be so big and I would feel bad for people to travel with them. I'm going to try to measure them so they can at least like fit on someone's carry-on luggage, you know what I mean? Because I would feel bad having to fold them up to make them travel, you know? I think this one in particular, I think this one actually has like a plastic protector on it. Because I see like plastic bolting on this one too. Yeah, there's like plastic bolting protecting the cutout. I think this is the first time I've ever seen someone bringing a protector, or I'm assuming it wasn't like by a fan. I think it was like literally by the artist to make sure it shipped safely. But that's crazy. I've never seen it with a plastic cover like that. And then this is my view during my flight back. I just thought it was really nice to have like the nice sunset lighting with the misty mountains going on. I think it was just really cool to see all that as a scenery. It's very nice to see from my window. Yeah, I got lucky. I guess my flight back was like super empty. There was like, I think like the flight attendant was saying there was like 45 seats still open on the flight, and that I didn't check. So like for Southwest, you can check in for your seat exactly 24 hours before your flight. I'm not gonna lie, chat, I completely forgot because I was so caught up with Oshibar work that I was like, oh no, I forgot to check in. What's gonna be my new position now? And so like I checked in on my flight, I think like the morning of, so it was like a couple of, like I would say like 6 hours prior at least, and I still had a really good boarding position, shockingly, because it's because when you do Southwest Airlines check-in, it's like first come first serve, but I'm also an A-list flyer, so if no matter what time I check in, I will be guaranteed something in the A group, which is like the first group of people that board the flight. But shockingly, I got like position A19, which is super good. And what's even crazier was, I think there was like only one other guy in front of me that was, like ahead, and that was present. And one person before that actually bought extra for basically you could pay like an extra $15 to be like the first 15 people to board the plane. I basically was the third person to be on the plane. I got front row seats. So that was big poggies. So I managed to get this beautiful view from my plane with nothing obstructing it, no wings, no nothing. It was super nice. And now the merch haul, which is why I was running late, because I had to get my sore body out of bed and just fish through everything that was souvenir related to put on the bed so I can show you guys. So this is basically what I got from the con. Yes, I did get a little deep space pillows. I had to get both husbands. I got to get Pookie and hubby. I had souvenirs from viewers, gifts from mucho VTubers I ran into. Yeah, we got Butch Cheese thanks to Zebugid. The Pookies, yes. Cosmic was also kind enough to also give me a Dragon Silas acrylic standee and a Silas keychain. I'm still figuring out where I'm going to place the keychain, but I love it a bit, and I'm scared of damaging it, so I'm like, maybe I'll just hang it by my PC with all the other Pookie charms. But yeah, this is the Brazilian Miku decal sticker that Our Culture gave me. So I was just like, damn, sheesh. Okay, I'll work from like one side to the other. That way we could just go through it bit by bit. So, this Miku figurine, Cosmic also won it at round 1 and gave it to me. It's a noodle top style, so they're just sitting. I'm gonna put on my PC as soon as I can. These are the 2 pillows I got from Artist Alley. I couldn't say no. And Zimugen brought in not only cheeses from Wisconsin, but also souvenirs from Australia as well. So got a little magnet from Australia, and then got Tim Tams. Did you also store a few talk about the sauce pockets in your room too? Yeah, that's my Diablo sauce. That wasn't the entire one. That's like the only ones I could grab in for my luggage. I think I had like a different pocket that had my Diablo sauces. But yeah, I did take some Diablo sauce packets for myself. But I had some like really nice yummy flavors too. It was I got jalapeno bread cheese, pizza bread cheese, cherry cheddar cheese, red onion cheddar cheese, and I actually already took like a couple of slices from this one. It's the garlic and dill cheese. I already mixed this one with some spicy bulldog noodles. Oh, delicious. It was so good. It was too yummy. Yeah, it was very good. I had this two dumplings and 4 eggs. So it's like apparently like I came back home and I had like some eggs that were still in the fridge, and the best by date was literally today. I'm just like, I gotta go through it. It's protein time. And these candies from Australia. They're like these like sour, it's like blue sour belts basically. But I also had other candies from Australia that Z Mugen gifted, but I ate them at the con because they were really good actually. Because they were from Australia, they didn't really have like that high fructose corn syrup aftertaste, so it didn't leave my teeth all gritty. And I think my favorite one from those so far, I don't know, I haven't tried these belts yet, I haven't sampled of that one, but so far there were like these, I think there was like what? There was like these berry, it was like the strawberry gummy that was like a gusher inside, and then there was also a these Coca-Cola flavored gummies. Oh my gosh, those Coca-Cola flavored gummies were so yummy. And then he also gifted an atlas of Tolkien, so it's basically kind of like it's a book that tells about the world building around Middle Earth and anything that was Tolkien related, and it has like this really cool golden dragon on it. I was like, I can't wait to read it. And this little candy called unicorn balls. I have yet to have tried it, but I'm sure it'll taste very nice against my tongue. And then one of my other friends that I met actually made it themselves. They 3D printed a dice holder. It's like a container that you could put various types of dice in it. So it was all 3D printed and whatnot. I thought it was really cool. And then more Love and Deep Space stuff. I got a sticker. This one is from Ushi Pudding. I got a little Pookie sticker. And then I got two Pookie pins because I'm a sucker for good enamel pins. This is from Lirumato. So they had like I think like 2 pins for $30 instead of, because they were like $20 each. So it was like 2 pins for $30. I was just like, oh yeah, okay, yeah, sure, I'll go for it. I was like looking at my wallet like, man, I'm so cooked. I also got my first howdy, which is of our Reaver from our culture. Look how pretty. I have to like actually like show the full howdy, but it's my first howdy that I've ever gotten. But I just think her face looks so pretty in this. Then I also got a card deck box. I got a card deck box that had Milk Tank on it. And it was so cool because for Pokemon wise, I love Moo Moo Milk. It's like one of my favorite healing items in the game. And I used to have a milk tank just specifically to have Moo Moo Milk. And it has like Oron and Picha. Is it Pecha or Picha berries? But basically there's Picha berries and Oron berries that are in it. And then when you open it up, it has like this pattern basically on the inside. And then card dividers that's in the shape of Moo Moo Milk bottles. I love it. I love it to bits. This is gonna be one of my favorite containers to put stuff until I get like an Altaria or Swablu themed card box. The only downside for this is this and another card box I have. It cannot hold cards that are double sleeved like this. If it's just like a regular like one plastic sleeve, that's fine. But for some of the cards that I have that are like heavily protected like these hard plastic covers, it won't fit, unfortunately. But I got these limited edition promotional cards. I think they're V Royale cards that are specifically for Offkai. So I double sleeve them, you know, just to keep them in condition. And that hotel party I showed you guys, I also got a coaster signed by the VTuber who was hosting it. So there's that. And then this section here, I got a little, I think it's a microfiber towel from the Advanced GG, or like the Advanced GG booth. You had to do it from a claw machine. I got a little fan, and they had these trading card packs that were specifically for Offkai. I don't think it belonged to any specific like trading card company. I think it's just for Offkai itself. So this is the ones I got. And I believe hers specifically actually performed at the Offkai Live, so that was cool. And I also got a little print of Mandy May that's signed by her on the back. I also got a little sticker of Issa. I'm trying to remember. I have to get the name of this one, but this is also another lovely VTuber I ran into at the Oshi bar. After Summer Feels Party. I don't know why my brain keeps farting. I'm literally staff of that and I keep blanking out. And then I also got to meet, like I said earlier, I met Devilish Milk, so I got a charm of hers and also a little print of her. It was so sticky pretty. And I also got Amari's acrylic standee of her model. So I gotta support the wife. Look how cute my wife is. She's so pretty and she's an axolotl. You love to see them. Maddie May had a blast in her karaoke stream. Yeah, she's so fun. And then another yeah, this is hydrated waifu. So that was her thing. And it was so nice to see her as well at Guild House. And there was another VTuber I ran into. I don't believe I was able to grab her name with this specific air freshener. But because I was cosplayed as Anka that day at the Guild House meetup, she's like, "Oh wait, you're from Animal Crossing, aren't you?" And I said, "Yeah, I'm Anka." She's like, wait a second, hold up. Someone gave this to me and I think this would be better with you." And so she gave me one of like this air freshener of another villager from Animal Crossing, which I thought was really cute. I think the villager's name is Shinky? I think? I could be wrong. I never had her before, but I know she has like really nice cute makeup. And then this is the Oshivar badge I had for the after party. I was like, ooh, cool, I get to be staff. Wow. And then you get to see like basically multiple drinks that are on this lanyard is actually illustrated by me. So, surprise! I'm Oshivar's official cocktail illustrator. I think it's pretty safe. I could say that. I don't think I asked for clearance, but I'm pretty sure it's safe. And then this was it's cut off, but I also I will be opening as well a Destined Rivals ETB in this little corner. I'll have like another photo of it. But this was also my badge for OFFKAI, and that's how big my ribbon got. So it's a nice modest size of ribbons, you know, it's not bad. I got some really interesting ribbons. And as you can see, the ribbon that we worked together on a previous stream did make it on time, and I was able to give it to everybody. I still do have leftovers, so if you guys see me either at Matsuri and or I don't know, maybe I don't know if I should save them for San Japan as well, because I'm trying to remember whether or not there is ribbon trading in San Japan. I'm trying to remember. But I can at least try to save it for Anime Matsuri and Anime Expo. I remember when I was talking to the staff members because they were giving ribbons, and I was like, "Oh, do you guys want a ribbon at trade?" And they looked at it and they're like, "Wait a second, let's give you some extra ones." So they gave me the shop to drop the Yabai market and the Get Fucked at OFFKAI Expo. They gave these extras for me, which was really funny. And then this was Imuchi's ribbon, Boba or Bupa. And then this spicy S going with KFPS ass. This is Choco Jax's ribbon as well that I got to trade with her and Celesta. There was like a couple of VTubers I got to share or trade ribbons with. Ruby, who was earlier in the stream, actually traded this ribbon with me at the after party as well. And she was like, "Oh, if I'll give you this ribbon if you can say what's on this ribbon for me." And I had to say in the most Maho Shoujo-esque voice. I can't do it with my shot voice, but I did that loud and clear, no hesitation. But yeah, it was a lot of fun collecting all the good merch and whatnot. I have to figure out where I'm gonna see if I can just sample all these tasty cheeses and whatnot. It's gonna be so yummy. I can't wait to try this candy though, but I don't know, because like we're gonna have like a really big opening stream this Friday. I think the other two I'm very excited to try are these two. These two I'm gonna try. You know what I did? I had to move these cheeses directly into my personal like mini fridge because I don't want my folks to touch them. Nah, not until I've sampled each, because I'm scared I'm just gonna wake up the next day and one is just completely eaten all up, and I would be so mad. Wouldn't even have a chance to sample at least. So I'm gonna at least sample these cheeses later this week, and then they can have the rest. But yeah, there was actually 2 sets of Tim Tams. There was a deluxe one, and then there's this version. I had the deluxe one during the con, and I snacked on it with friends. It's so good. I'm not gonna lie. I really wish I had like a cup of milk or something to eat it with. I feel like it'd be really nice with a nice cold glass of milk. Ooh, actually, grilled cheese sounds super good right now. I'm not on a diet anymore, not at least. I'm giving myself a nice grace period still. I'm gonna make that tonight. That's a great idea. Even though I just had spicy bulldog noodles with the cheese. I remember. I didn't take a photo of it, but yeah, it's all cheese. Our viewer here, Zimugen, was at OFFKAI and gifted me a bunch of cheeses from Wisconsin. So I wanted to try them. People already posting the final boss for Death Stranding 2. When did the game come out? You know what's even funnier to me, so? You like my little stash of Diablo sauce I took from Taco Bell? It's my little stash of Diablo sauce. I love it. You know what I need to find? I need to find a bottle of the Bulldog hot sauce. I love the Bulldog hot sauce, like especially the creamy carbonara one. Bro, that is liquid crack for me. I love that. I love having that with my oatmeals and porridges and just having that with eggs. That is my favorite thing to have in the morning with like a bowl of salad. It's like it's like gives me the flavor I want and crave, and I could, you know, still be within my macros basically. But I see Moist Critical playing it. Oh, so you mean like people who have early access to the game? I do, that's iconic. Alright, and then, yeah, it took me a bit to actually like kind of like fan everything out so it could be viewable. And here are all the V cards I'm taking out. Fresh from the luggage, chat. Look at all of them. This is me unloading the goods. This is why I told you guys I made so much space in my luggage, is because I had to take all these V cards home. Okay? I didn't get a chance to count. Hold on. How many V cards is it? Hold on, let me check. I have to count. Let me see. Let me see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Yeah, 13 V card boxes. 13 V card boxes. And we're gonna open them all on Friday, by the way, chat. So you better get your little booties over here and watch me open these cards. Because I'm so hoping one of these boxes, come on chat, 13 boxes, 13, I am crossing my fingers we get a god pack or a gold pack. I am praying. We need to start now. Maybe if we start getting the hype going and start getting those wishes in to get a gold pack, maybe we'll actually get it, chat. What do you think? You guys want to start wishing for it? Start getting that tank going for that? Yeah. Eddie, I think you have an addiction issue. What? I don't know what you're talking about. And you know what's even better? They're all first editions too. Hell yeah. Basically, I tried going into the V card. I tried to go to the GG Subs booth when I can to buy boxes when I could. I think literally on the last day I was trying to buy more cards and they were like, oh, sorry, we ran out. Oops. I don't have an addiction. It's called content for you guys, chat. And I like looking at hot, pretty VTuber art. What's wrong with that, huh? I don't see any issue. The game's coming out on the 26th. Oh yeah, it's probably an early access game then. But yeah, I hope you guys all come on Friday. I don't know if I'm going to do like an early stream or a super long, because it's going to be a long stream, chat. It's going to be a super long stream because I'm going to be opening up a lot of boxes. It's the only issue, she doesn't get the card she wants. You know, Udal, you're so real for that. I'll crash out if I don't get the cards I want. I don't even know what I want to go for, because I think like, okay, you know what? Okay, hear me out. Okay, I'm not gonna keep the bar high, even though we have a lot of tries. But I think it'd be really cool if one, we can get a gold pack, and or we get a 1 out of 1. If we can get a VTuber 1 out of 1 card, that would be the coup d'etat of our goal here. Okay, but again, that is like the super best case scenario, chat. Otherwise, if I can just get like maybe either like a gold pack, because I think like a gold pack is like 1 out of 700 boxes. That's already amazing. Okay, just getting a gold pack is already amazing. It's like 1 out of 700 boxes. If I could get one of those, that'd be really good. Now, chat, if you're wondering why are some of them unwrapped, it's because on some of the days I went, they had different people selling at the booth. And basically, when you buy V-card boxes, they will sell it to you $100 for unwrapped ones and $150 for sealed or wrapped ones. So all the ones with the holographic sealed ones, I had to buy it for that price. And this is like towards like when my wallet was dying, and I'm like, okay, we're gonna have to get the unsealed ones. Unfortunately, they don't open the box whatsoever. The only difference is they just take off the plastic wrapping. That's the only difference. Carpal tunnel from opening the boxes. I don't know. We'll see. I'll keep scissors on hand. But yeah, it's gonna be super fun opening this Friday. Let's start on Thursday. I did a 2-part stream. I don't know. Maybe I should start like maybe 2 hours prior or something. Yeah, they're. I mean, to be fair, Miso, a lot of these cards, I think it's because they're so new and like a lot of people want the cards for them. They have like a decent value on some of these like chase cards. But honestly, I just like seeing the pretty VTuber girls, and I hope to like take some of these extra cards and make like 3-dimensional art projects with them as a stream later on as well. So I'm also getting some ammo for those for later. Oh yeah, this is me as Brazilian Miku. I was pointing out during the event, like, look at them! It's the drinks I made! See, look, it's the drinks I made. I made these, dish. What else? These. It was just really cool to see it all on a lanyard. It's like, wow, that's my artwork. There's also like 2 other artists that also made lovely cocktail drinks as well. But it's just such a great opportunity. And it's just me buying more V-card boxes at the con. I totally don't have an addiction, chat. Nope, not at all. I'm doing it for you, chat. Go munch. I'll just eat V-cards for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. That's where the budget went anyway. Let me see what else. Oh yeah, okay, now we're actually just getting like actual selfies I managed to catch with my Brazilian Miku cosplay. Yeah, that was me with the Mint Phantom inflatable. They had like 2 inflatable mascots that were not too far from each other. So I got the one with the little ghosty and the other one with the Doki Dragoon bird. I don't think I added it in the list, but yeah, that's basically what that day was. I didn't even realize. It's a good thing I took a chance to take a selfie with it. So, because apparently later on the con, they ended up moving it to like a window on the the next floor or something where you can't access it for some reason. I wonder why. I wonder if people were like harassing the poor thing or something. Who knows? But yeah, that's the end of the slideshow. I still have like a bunch of business cards I want to go through and follow, because there was just so many sweet people I got to meet at the event. And I definitely am so happy I got to go to OFFKAI, and I definitely am gonna go again. I would say like the actual convention itself, it's, how should I explain it? You definitely have to be prepared to go and have like either like a predetermined schedule and like look for events to want to do, because I think like the actual con itself, aside from like the big events, a lot of it was just mostly like either socializing, playing games, meeting up with people, or partying. Because I think I was also informed that for OFFKAI itself, I think this is like their first con that they moved from a hotel con to an actual convention center con. So I think that explains my concern on the matter of the fact that it kind of felt, I wouldn't say empty, but compared to something as big as Anime Expo, it definitely felt small in that matter. And I also felt like the Artist Alley and Exhibitor Hall was also on the smaller side. But I hope that they continue to grow, because I think for what I saw, it seems to be a good success. And everyone who came to do meet and greets, and say hi to the fans, I think they all did a wonderful job at their meet and greets. I'm so happy that everyone attending to the con had a good time and got to meet their Oshis. And I think that the lineup process wasn't so hectic, in my opinion. People were pretty orderly in that matter. Yeah, it was really nice. Also, just the accessibility of the hotels there too, and then the fact that there's an entire floor connected to the con just dedicated to parties, and you don't necessarily have to have an invitation to go to these parties. So you are at a major advantage if you are sociable and you want to go and talk to people for an event like this. I think being extroverted is the big plus. Now, if you're introverted, I think there are also, a lot of group of friends that got together and eat and check out stores. I think a good handful of mutuals I follow, they literally went to San Francisco, which is like an hour away from the location of the con, and they went to go and check out the Nintendo store. I didn't even know there was a Nintendo store in San Francisco. I would have went to go and check it out had I known. I'm a little sad about that, but oh well. I guess there's next time. Yes. Yeah, apparently there's a Nintendo store in San Francisco. At least that's what I heard. I might be tweaking. I might be wrong. But yeah, if you can, you can look it up, and maybe you can correct me if I'm wrong, but I guess you can look it up and see where it is specifically to check it out. But honestly, there was I didn't even realize, I shouldn't actually, no, I'm stupid. I shouldn't assume this. There was just a lot of really nice places to eat there. There was a lot of good eatery places. I think it was also really nice that some other VTubers I'm acquainted with that were local to the area, they actually went out of their way to share a Google Doc of all of the eatery places that they recommend in the area and price ranges. Now, I wasn't able to open up this Google Doc because it wouldn't load properly on my phone, unfortunately. But nonetheless, I really appreciated the effort they did to put together, not for myself, but for other people I knew. I'm sorry to eat in LA. All the food you eat looks so good. I would say it's good, but it's not cheap. That I will say, it was not cheap. Now, let me think. There were so many options to eat from, but I don't know. There was like I'll have to like see what other places my other VTuber mutuals recommended. But man, that guild house 100% would recommend. That was super fun, and the drinks and food were good in my opinion. And then that Cambodian place, I think it was like Angkor something. I'm trying to remember. But I've never tried Cambodian food before, so I was like very curious. They had some Thai places as well. The Greek place I had was also really good. And also, of course, sushi. There was like sushi and ramen places. I actually went to another Japanese restaurant. I forgot to take a photo of it because it was like right before I left for the airport. But basically, I had a bento box meal, and it came with like miso soup, salad, and rice. But I had basically salt grilled mackerel, agedashi tofu, so it's kind of like a lighter battered tofu tempura with like this really lovely sweet dashi broth base. And then I had chicken katsu because I was like, oh my gosh, I don't have to worry about looking nice for the con. I can eat deep fried food. Yo, put that shit down right now. I will take it. I will eat it. Put me in, coach. So I was like, wait a second. That's right. I can have something deep fried. All right, put me in. I want that katsu. I want some fried tofu. I wanted to have tempura low key, but I was like, wait, I want to try the other stuff that I haven't had in a longer time. So I haven't had agedashi tofu in so long. But the macro was so yummy. After I finished eating like the fried tofu, I used the sauce that was left over with the mackerel, and oh, it was so good with the mackerel. Usually I'm very picky with mackerel because when cooked incorrectly, mackerel tends to be pretty fishy. That one did not taste fishy at all. It tasted pretty fresh. I was very impressed. I don't even remember what the place of. It was like Fuji Sushi or something like that. It was in the area. It was very good. Would recommend again. And they had like also, it was like a Korean fusion place too. So they had like bulgogi. They had bulgogi and bibimbap as well at the restaurant. But honestly, it was just so good. And then even for ramen, they actually had like ramyun style. So I'm pretty sure some of their restaurant items had like pack ramen, but like high quality pack ramen, and they just like threw all these extra ingredients in it to make the price point worth it. That's what I thought it would be. Or maybe they like added like an extra dashi to make it like extra tasty. Who knows? But I think, oh no, she's hot. Honestly, I love being Brazilian Miku. That cosplay is so comfortable to be in. Like, I'm just being chilling in that cosplay. I think the only thing I have to worry about the most is just wig maintenance, because it's Miku. It's a Miku wig. You always are going to have something going wrong with a Miku wig. Again, it's just such a shame I wasn't able to get this cosplay with that rainbow palm tree area. I never got a chance to do a shoot there. That would have been such a perfect place for Brazilian Miku. Hey, hi Savage, how are you today? I'm just about wrapping up my my review of my trip to Offkai. Yes, that is me. I cosplayed as Brazilian Miku at Offkai. I didn't get much chances to take photos, but it was one of the few I did. I did take another one of Anka while showing off my my goods, like my Love and D-Space goods on my Twitter. But that's it. Yeah, so for day 1 I cosplayed as Brazilian Miku, and then day 2 I cosplayed as I guess a modified Anka at this point. But people seem to really like the Anka cosplay, which I was like, you know what? I can't whimper. Savage Money, thank you so much. I'm so sorry, my voice is so straight from the event. It actually hurt my throat when I did that. Thank you so much for the bits. That's very generous of you, and thank you for following. Oh, you want to feed Balrog a treat? Okay, let me. I don't have my bunny cam, but usually I feed my bunny treats on the stream. Let me go and give him a treat. But yeah, I'm still figuring out what I'll be cosplaying for Anime Expo. Balrog. Balrog, can you put your paws up for me? Paws up? Good job. I make him do tricks when I give him treats. He did the trick. I swear. My sources 100% trust me, bro. But yeah, I'm still figuring out what I'm going to cosplay for Anime Expo. Apparently, both of these cosplays were very well received because I remember I was at the after party for the Oshi Bar Summer Feels, and I ran into like a handful of people that were like, "Oh my gosh, that's you! I kept seeing you around the con." Because apparently I was so shocked. I am still waiting on that. It is on the way, Miso, and I just found 3D printing files to work on for the Claymore. Have to see to believe it. This is me. That's me. Me. Just being silly as a Brazilian Miku. League of Legends character? Ooh, I actually, back in the day, I did used to cosplay League of Legends. I think like one of the only cosplays I did for League of Legends, I actually cosplay as a Poro. No, the Balrog does tricks for treats. Oh, fair. I just like Poros. I like them a lot. I've got a Poro plushie in my room and everything. I do also have like a Teemo figurine and a Lulu plush as well. I used to be a fan of League of Legends. I just don't play nowadays. If I do, I have to get water soon. My throat's giving out. How very generous of you. Thank you. I'm thinking for AX, if I have to modify my Anka outfit, so I might have to get like a different white bottom for it. But aside from that, I might bring that. I might bring this this Brazilian Miku because it's a go-to. I also need to repair one of those cosplay, but I am thinking of doing Dark Lady from Sailor Moon. I think it's very good, but I have to repair my wig for it because the buns didn't want to stay on the wig, and I also have to kind of. Oh, are you gonna head out, Savage? Thank you so much for coming by. Please don't be a stranger. I hope you can come on Friday, as I will have a big V card opening, trading card opening stream. I will also have. I don't know if I'll have time, but I do have the Destined Rivals ETB as well. I'm gonna open. I don't know if I'll have time since I have like literally 13 V card boxes to open as well. I'll have to see. But yeah, I'm thinking of doing Dark Lady from Sailor Moon, and then for the 4th day, I don't know. What's my Discord? If you do, you could do !Discord to join the servers. If you are interested, you could !Discord for the codes. Either works. But yeah, it's me just being happy over my V cards, because I totally don't have a problem. I don't have an addiction. Don't have an addiction at all. But yeah, I'm trying to think what would be the next. I guess we could decide later on. I know Mr. Agriculture, the person in charge of the agriculture booth, he was like, if you have time, I suggest a character. And so I was suggested to do Luna from Hell of a Boss. I don't know if I could put something like that together by Anime Expo, which is literally a week from now, but I don't know. Do you guys think I could pull off Luna from Hell of a Boss, the Hellhound girl? I feel like I would have to kit myself up for like a goth baddie look. I feel like, I don't know, I feel like if I could do the trompette piece, I feel like I could, maybe, I think that has to do with the makeup and attitude. Who knows? But I'll have to see if I can, like, what can I whip something up in a week? Do the hellhound? Pull up a goth baddie. I'm hot enough? No. It's got to be the vibe. It's gotta be the energy, okay? I'll see. I might have to do some research to see if I could even like put it together in a week. I'll have to see. If not, we could do it for a future con. It's not the end of the world. There's always San Japan, chat. There's always San Japan. I think for maybe the other days I'll do like maybe the Your Bride, because that's actually pretty comfortable to sell in. Maybe a future con. Yeah, I'll have to see. We can see if we can cook it up together. But yeah, I think that was like overall my con trip as best as I can remember as of right now. Did I get into San Japan? So oops, sorry, just hit my bowl here. I might be splitting with a friend. I have to confirm it, but I'll have to see if I can split. Unfortunately, I'm genuinely shocked. I actually entered the fan art contest and I didn't even make it to the finals. I didn't even make it to the finalist section, which I was like, wow. I'm gonna be humble and say it was a great opportunity to enter the contest, and I'm just very disappointed in myself that I did not make it to the top finalist, because I wasn't even expecting to win. I just want to get a finalist spot so I can get a booth, just to have the opportunity to have a booth. I'm just very disappointed in myself that I didn't even place finalists, which I was like, wow, I genuinely thought I could, but I was wrong. They humbled the fuck out of me real quick with that one. But again, yeah, totally. There's like always next year, but if I don't get a table, or even if I'm unable to split, Savage, if you're banned, and that's for a reason. That's suspicious, brother. They just don't see the vision. No, it's okay. There's always next year, and like again, I might just go there just to attend. I did it last year, and it was pretty good. I had a really good time last year, so I was like, you know what? Even if I don't make it, I can always go there as an attendee. I'm sorry, Savage, but like if you got banned from those servers, then it's for a reason. But yeah, I'm trying to think. I think that's mostly what I can think of as of right now. I'm still waiting for my response for TwitchCon. I don't think I'm going to be getting a response until like after Anime Expo. I could be wrong on that. But I should be getting a response soon on that matter. Fingers super crossed that I could get a table. That'd be really great if I could, because they just released the badge prize, like the badge prices. Whoo, that's a lot. But honestly, being able to see everyone at TwitchCon is always fun. So I really hope I can get a chance to go. Juan, don't be weird about it. I'm gonna switch it so we're switching here so you guys don't sniff. I was already self-cautious if I was stinky during the con, man. I had to keep perfume and deodorant. You know what? I actually ran out of deodorant literally at the end of my last day of the con too. I had to go and run and get another deodorant from the hotel mini market. and make sure I did not stink. But yeah, there's the ETB box that I will be opening up. Is the Team Rocket box. What are the prices for TwitchCon? Let me actually check real quick for you. I literally just saw the prices, but there was, I think the 3-day badge was like was like $200 something for the full weekend badge. Just give me a second. I know I saved it somewhere. Yeah, for the weekend. Hold on, I gotta find it. Give me a second. Yeah, I'm not kidding. I that's not a joke, chat. Again, let me confirm this before I say anything. Here it is. Yes. So they'll be tickets will be available on June 25th, and oh my god, I thought I saved it. Oh no, what have I done? Oh, here it is. Okay, here. The prices are $239 for the 3-day pass, $149 for a 1-day pass, and $115 for the block party. And according to new documentation, tickets increase in price by $10 after August 10th. I'm just informing what the price is. This is literally what was announced. I'm just wondering why is TwitchCon so expensive for 3 days? I think it was the same price as last year, but now the block party is $5 more for what I've been told. That is what it seems to be. I did have a very great time last year. Again, I'm just really hoping I get a table. I'm really hoping, chat. I'm just like, man, if I can't get into San Japan, I just hope I can at least get in. I didn't even get into AX. I didn't get into San Japan. Please let me get. I didn't even get into Offkai technically, but I somehow snuck in through Offkai like a little raccoon through the back door because of thanks to Oshibar. I am hoping I could get into TwitchCon again because it was so nice. Yeah, I'm looking at I'm just like kind of just taking another look at the prices. It's quite the price. But yeah, it'll be available for Porchassi tomorrow on the 25th. But yay! We did it. Survived Offkai, and now to get ready for Anime Expo. Luckily I also did some work at Offkai at my hotel, so I think like I'm up to date when it comes to like my prizes for my stamp rallies coming up for Anime Matsuri. And I think all that stuff, I have to start formatting like the promotional content and also the rally cards for one of them at least, because I believe I'm gonna be in 3. So I'm gonna be in 11 D Space Stamp Rally for 11 D Space Rally, a One Piece Stamp Rally, and a Death Note themed Stamp Rally. And I believe for the 11 D Space and the Death Note one is going to be a acrylic standee as a prize, like an acrylic standee set, and then for the One Piece it's going to be a sticker set. But I feel like, I don't know, if I am confirmed to do San Japan, I will let the girlies that I know are gonna be at San Japan, I will let them know as soon as possible, and we can make something like high quality. because I know it's I think the turnaround's going to be a little rough, but we can make it work. Because I think San Japan would definitely be one of the cons to actually do like a higher quality prize. I wasn't so sure to do it for some of the other cons I was thinking of, but I think San Japan will be worth it if I could split a table. But Miso, you better save a stamp rally prize for me, okay? I'm gonna either participate or I want that prize. That's really cute. That's a really cute prize. All right. I am going to that is going to be it for today's stream. As you can tell, I need to let my voice rest. But later this week, I'm going to start doing late night rigging streams. So y'all are going to be hanging out with me. We're going to have a nice late slumber party while I start rigging up my 2.0 model. So now that the cat's out of the bag, that my 2.0 model is released, I've also been showing people my 2.0 model, and so I want to start getting underway working with that. You bring the chips? Hell yeah. I need someone to bring in the facial mask, the cute boy magazines, the nail polish sets, snacks, drinks, and we're gonna build a pillow fort. We'll build a nice little pillow fort while we rig, okay? How's that sound, chat? It's gonna be a nice slumber party. Speaking of skincare supplies, actually, I was also recently gifted some spa supplies by a company named Sugar Wish, thanks to Make-A-Wish. So if you guys don't know, I am a content creator that collaborates with Make-A-Wish when I can for their charity events. And so they were very, very kind enough to send me a little thank you package for my participation as a content creator. And so I actually got like a cute little it gave me like a little facial mask and some bath salts to like unwind and relax as like a little thank you. Yeah, I'm honestly super excited and grateful to be working with Make-A-Wish Foundation, and I feel like it makes sense. I'm a star VTuber, and I feel like I can trust a charity like Make-A-Wish Foundation to, like, you know, really make sure that the kids get what they want, you know. So honestly, I had to make sure this was a real deal, but I was just genuinely so taken aback by this kindness. So I'm gonna actually use it later this week to relax from all the walking I did at OFFKAI. So I hope to see you guys on Thursday. I'll confirm with Dean whether or not we'll have anime night on Wednesday, since I am back in town. Because I'm gonna be away for the next like few weeks, because I will be away for Anime Expo and Anime Matsuri. So okay, then we will have anime night tomorrow on the 25th, but I will not be able to be doing anime nights on the 2nd and the 9th of July, because I will be out of town for Anime Matsuri and Anime Expo. Don't judge my Diablo sauce collection, alright? It's gonna be in my mini fridge whenever I want a little extra spice. But yes, thank you everyone for coming on by. I really do appreciate you, coming by and taking up on me. I'm just gonna rest my voice for a little bit, since it's still a little strained. Again, no sickies, which is great. I'm just gonna rest my voice a little more. But on Thursday, I'll see if I can get my model ready for rigging to get started, and then on Friday it's gonna be a big TCG. We're gonna open up a bunch of V-card boxes. Yes. They should sell it in bulk. Sell what in bulk, actually? Thank you for the stream as well. Thank you. Alright, I'm gonna go and set up the Diablo sauce. I mean, I don't eat it that often, so like having this many sauce packets gonna let me last for a few months, to be honest. But if it was like the Bulldog creamy carbonara sauce, oh no, I need that in bottles. I need that in bulk, and that's crack for me. Alright, I'm gonna go and suck on some Diablo sauce. Alright, I'll see you guys. We're gonna go fight someone array while I suck on these package. Bye, chat! Bye-bye! Bye, 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 bye!